Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Edge of Eternities Draft here on the channel. Our rare is a board wipe, so kind of an interesting card to build around. We could take this first and then try to build a control deck. You don't really want these in your aggressive decks because your aggressive decks don't want to kill all of your own creatures. The other cards in this pack are not particularly great. The uncommons are all a bit lackluster. Steel Swarm hasn't been that good. Roving has been mediocre. This card's been mid. The best commons are maybe like Biosynthetic Burst or Melded Moxite. Let's just take the sweeper and see what we can make happen with that. Beyond the Quiet. It's at the very least powerful, so if we want to build like a blue-white control deck, a white-black control deck, that's like a nice little card that gives us some unique power level. Okay, following up Beyond the Quiet, there's a couple of options here. For starters, Glacier Godmaw is just one of the most powerful cards in the set. It does require some building around, but it is quite strong. It doesn't play the best with Beyond the Quiet because this wants you to build up. This wants you to like be able to sweep the board. This wants you to build up like a board state, like have a bunch of small creatures in play. But still, a couple powerful cards we could start the draft with. Green-white is totally solid as a color combo. There's also Fell Graveship, which maybe plays better with Beyond the Quiet because I guess just like because black-white's a better combo for it than green-white more so than like the card being like objectively better. There's also Bombard as a kill spell. Caveron Memorial World is pretty solid. I think I'll take the Fell Graveship and build towards a white-black deck. I think that's going to be the way to best utilize my Beyond the Quiet. And here, I'm kind of happy I didn't take a green card because there's not really a good green follow-up. Intrepid Tenderfoot's fine, but nothing crazy. Uthros Scanship is a card that I've come way up on. I thought this card was kind of bad when I first read it, and I think it's actually totally solid now. Like 8, usually, yeah, it's more stationable than it looks. However, because we already have Beyond the Quiet, I might just want to take Wedgelight Rammer. Get myself another white card to go with Beyond the Quiet. Scanship or Wedgelight. There's a couple other white cards, but they're not very good. Lux Knight Breacher, Exosuit Savior. There's a couple of blue. There's like one other blue card, Mechanozoa. Let's just take the Wedgelight Rammer, but keep in mind that blue did seem like it might be a little bit open. Okay, now there is a Codecracker Hound. That's definitely strong enough to make me want to take it. We can build towards a blue-white control deck, maybe. This card's fantastic. So much card advantage. You can often just warp it in, and then cast the default mode after, and then you just get so many extra cards compared to your opponent. There's also Diplomatic Relations, which is pretty solid in green. There is Seed Ship Impact, which is another good green card. So maybe green-blue could have worked out, but like if we'd gone Beyond the Quiet, taken the Glacier Godmaw, and then taken the Uthros Scanship or something, but I think we're in a fine spot here. And now, I think Pinnacle Killship is very tempting here. I've been very impressed with this card. Just one copy goes a long way to winning your control matchups. Voidforge Titan can be quite strong as well. Scour for Scrap. Not my favorite card. Very slow. Voidforge Titan, I think, is the best card in the pack. And we could still definitely just abandon white and just play blue-black. And yeah, I think this card's, like, I only ever really want one Pinnacle Killship, and seeing a pick 5 Voidforge Titan is a bit of a sign for me. That black might be a good spot to end up in, and boom, just like that, we get Faller's Faithful. Another card I really like. I wouldn't mind Hole Carver. I think this card's also really strong. But black-white control is definitely still an option, and in black-white, Faller's Faithful is, like, really, really good because you have way more tokens running around to sacrifice. And also just does a lot of useful things. You can kill your own stuff, you can kill your opponent's stuff, you can like attack in and then finish their stuff off. Hole Carver would be number 2 for me, but I'm liking the look of this deck right now. Now we get a Virus Beetle. Love this card. It's super good with Faller's Faithful. You can sacrifice it. Just does kind of everything you want in your black decks. Also Blade of the Swarm. Also Nutrient Block. Those are both cards that have some synergies. I mean, the Nutrient Block has some synergies. Blade of the Swarm just can be like a solid card in your deck. But I love a Virus Beetle. Pull Through the Weft never really got there because there's not enough self-mill to reliably get back the 2 lands. I've done it like once, but Not my favorite card, but I like Virus Beetle. Black is looking very open here. And then we can get a Radiant Strike. I think this is going to be better. Move towards white instead of blue. Codecracker Hound is nice, but Radiant Strike is a little bit like of a nice little defensive tool for a potential black-white control deck. We've kind of got a lot of the tools we might want for that. Divert Disaster is a fine card. I've been relatively impressed with it, honestly, but I think we'd rather just stick to our guns, stick to the white cards we already have, get to try the board wipe out. And then we get Caesurian Dirgecraft. Can be a fine card if you have enough removal to supplement it. Like, you have removal spells to pick off their small creatures, and then Dirgecraft takes out a big creature. Is pretty nice. You can kind of get decode transmissions at will, so we're not going to really worry about that. I guess we'll just take the Comet Crawler now, get ourselves more synergy pieces, take the white card. I don't really like All Fate's Scroll. Differently named lands. You, like, draw 2 cards for 7 mana. It's just so expensive. Just take the white and black cards now. Don't want to pass those up. Boom! Servandum. Love seeing that. This card's excellent. Super, super strong. When you're playing white-black and you get open a white-black rare, you're usually pretty happy. So if you have Sacrifice Shenanigans, this is good. If you have Warp cards, this is good. Another Codecracker Hound is good. Colonnade is really, really strong. But white-black is a good home for us. We're not going to wheel any of these, but strong options. Lightless Evangel is sometimes okay as well. Love getting Servandum. We needed more 2-drops anyway. And then we can get a Rayblade Trooper. Totally solid option. I don't think Entropic Battlecruiser is very good. Just too hard. Doesn't really do anything until you crew it up. And then even then, it's just like, yeah. It's just too slow, I think. So we do need more 2-drops. We only have a couple of those right now. But our curve is filling out. We're not going to play Graveblade Heavy. We're not going to play Lux Knight Breacher. We might play the Dirgecraft, but it's questionable. We might even play a Weftblade Enhancer, depending on how our curve ends up looking. I'm fine with the Rayblade. Now, I think we take Starfighter Pilot over Honor. We already have a couple of vehicles, not vehicles, spacecrafts. Even this point in the set, I still say it that way. But getting another 2-drop is nice, and also the Surveil can be good. Honor is fine as well. Plays well with Servandum getting counters. Putting counters onto like a lifelinker like Comet Crawler, but overall, I generally just prefer having like a nice little 2-drop. Focus Fire is also really good. Actually, I'm just going to take Focus Fire. Focus Fire is way better than Starfighter Pilot. I'm going to be more defensive of the deck anyway. Well, this is a horrific pack for me. Really doesn't do what I want. I mean, we're already super committed to black-white, but Cellcraft Mechan's good. We have like a couple cards that can get counters on them, so I guess we'll just take Dual Sun Technique. I really don't want to play this, though. And then we get an incredible pack. Like, that last pack was terrible, and this pack is awesome. There's Radiant Strike, which we already have one. We're not going to need the second. There's Gravkill, there's Sunstar Lightsmith, and there's All Fate Stalker. All Fate Stalker is really good, so we're going to take this. We have a couple of good Enters the Battlefield effects that we can reuse. Also plays really well with Servandum. So yeah, we're going to take the All Fate Stalker. Boom, and then we get a Sunstar Expansionist. What's this one? This is Bonder's Enclave. We have like 1 card that triggers that, 2 cards if we can crew that guy up. So let's just take the excellent 2-drop. I wouldn't mind a Dock Worker Drone. I think I would take this over the Lightless Evangel. And then we get a Gravpack Monoist over Beamsaw Prospector. Gravpack has just been super impressive. And we don't really want to play the Comet Crawler anyway. It's a card we can, like, we can also kill off Beamsaw Prospectors, but that's, like, we have 3 2-drops. We only really need 6 2-drops, so we're already in decent shape on that. This one's fine, but nothing special, and Gravpack is like a premium 3-drop. Beautiful. Starfighter Pilot. I'm happy playing one of those. I wouldn't mind 1 Wormwall Sweeper. 1 Embrace Oblivion might fit this deck too. I'm glad I took this Focus Fire though. That card's great. Celestial Colonnade coming back around. Crazy. That card is so good. We're not going to splash a Code Cracker Hound, though. We'll just take another Radiant Strike for our black-white control deck. Boom, we get a Weftblade Enhancer. Our creature counts at 9. We have a couple of... This makes a creature as well, so creature count's a little bit higher than it looks. Weftblade is nice. We wield the Starfighter Pilot anyway. Our 2-drop count is great looking. Starport Security could be okay if we have Rayblade Trooper and Weftblade Enhancer, so... Probably not going to play it, though. I do really like the white-black deck. Ooh, a 3rd Radiant Strike. I don't know how many of these we want, but... Oh my gosh, our deck just got sweet. The ultimate control deck. We now have 2 board wipes with the Extinguisher Battleship and Beyond the Quiet. Endless Sands is kind of cool, too, as a spell, but we're not going to take this here. I will just take the Extinguisher Battleship. We have a really sweet control deck, honestly, because Radiant Strike... Unless they're attacking us with Vigilance creatures, it's going to really do us great work buying us time, focus fire. So our opponent's going to have to attack us eventually, and then we just sweep the board and win that way. We have some really good spacecrafts. Yeah, this is a great deck. Yeah, and we don't like that one really, though. Much worse. Let's just take the Graph Pack Monoist. It's okay with the Battleship. We sweep the board. We get left with some 2/2s maybe. Exosuit Savior is honestly okay, considering we have a few enters to battlefield effects. But not too many. Wow, what a pack for us. I mean, there's Archenemy's Charm, which is a great card. There's Servandum, which is a great card. There's Banishing Light, which is great removal. And there's Depressurize, which is great removal. We don't need the removal spells as much. The Archenemy's Charm... Maybe we can get it later. We're just going to take the Servandum. This card's really strong, but it's basically a removal spell most of the time. Sometimes it's a good combat trick. Sometimes it's card advantage, but I think we'd rather just get the Servandum, get some life gain into here. It's such a good card. Now there's Sunset Saboteur. Or Timeline Color. Casting Timeline Color might be tricky. Also, Beyond the Quiet Exiles. Let's just take the 2-mana 4/1. It blocks really, really well. And when it can attack, it hits like a truck. So, and it also crews up our vehicles really well. Perfect. We get another kill spell. So now every time we add a card, we get to cut a card, which is nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2-drops. So we're kind of made it on 2-drops. Plenty of kill spells. Oh my gosh. Dubious Delicacy. Graph Pack and Depressurize. We're going to take the Delicacy. There's also Focus Fire. This pack is insane. Our deck is so wide open. It's great when you read the lanes like this. I don't know if we need Weftblade Enhancer at this point. Every time we add a card, we get to cut a card, which is nice. So we'll add that. At a certain point, we can just cut Starfighter Pilots as well. Maybe we only want 1 Starfighter Pilot. Rayblade Trooper also is on the out and out, maybe. We're not really a +1/+1 counter theme deck. 1 Radiant Strike could also get the cut. Let's actually cut the Radiant Strike and add back in the Grav Kill. Nice. I'll have it play a Grav Kill over a Boosters. And over a Nutrient Block. Boosters is pretty nice for winning the game, but we have some good late game already. Dirgecraft could go. Pilot, and then cut another Radiant Strike. Or just cut Rayblade Trooper. Okay, Beamsaw Prospector is going to be good here when you have an 8-drop in the deck to cast. And, yeah, let's cut a Starfighter Pilot for that. So now we have a nice little suite of 2s. 6 2-drops. And I do like Endless Sands here, because I want to play an 18th land so I can get up to my 8 mana. Because I don't really have a ton of landers. And this is a nice little spell land. Sure. Wow, Depressurize came back? That's crazy. Our deck is so wide open. I don't think we need Embrace Oblivion here. We have enough great removal without it. Okay, so... This deck seems quite good to me. What do I want to cut? Let's cut Rayblade Trooper and Starfighter Pilot. The most aggressive of our cards. They're not really aggro. I mean, they're not really control-oriented. Wedge Light Rammer could also maybe go. Yeah, let's cut Wedge Light Rammer for another Radiant Strike. Just be all in. Yeah, I'm kind of liking this build. 11 creatures. Dirgecraft seems like it has some potential, honestly. Yeah, let's try it like this. And the game should be pretty good. I'll see you folks there. Before I get to the games, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the people supporting my channel and my work at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. If you have been enjoying my videos, if you've been finding them helpful and entertaining, and you'd like to support my mission to make draft more accessible for everybody, then Patreon is the way to do so, and you gain access to some pretty cool rewards like my card-by-card tier list and format thoughts document. I want to give a special shout out to those patrons who support at the credits level. It makes a huge difference, and without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome to round one. Awesome hand. Sunset Saboteur might do some serious work. Depends on what they're up to. Ilvoy, sure. We will lead with the Sunset Saboteur. Sunset Saboteur also plays really well with Radiant Strike because it makes them want to attack you back. No blocks. This is tough. We'll force them to double spell with their Ilvoy Infiltrator. Because remember, we're a control deck. We don't need to be super aggro here. We can just win the long game. Okay, Station Monitor, that's not good. Okay. No blocks. They have this guy, so it's going to be kind of hard to block anyway. Honestly, an okay situation for me, because that thing's not going to do that much for a little bit at least. And if they invest resources into getting it crewed up, that buys me some time. Oh, that's a great draw too. Yeah, we're just gonna jam our Void Forge Titan. Because I want to All Fate Stalker this drone. Okay. Wow, I'm shocked they crewed with that instead of the station monitor. Okay, this to kill the dual sun adepts. And now I'm just gonna play the Void Forge Titan card draw game. Okay. Let's save ourselves some life here. Wait till we draw another removal spell. Okay, that's not great. Oh my gosh. Let's just get a little bit of extra card advantage from our Void Forge Titan. Ditch this thing for you. Okay. So we can sack this to gain some life. And then just get rid of everything. Taking 4, 5, 6. Gaining 3. Huge. These things always look like they're artifacts, but they aren't. If they drew a counter spell, that would be bad, but there's only one that gets played. I mean, there's only like one to choose from, honestly. Wait. I can hit him down to a pretty low life total here. Let's just play this conservative, though. Let's get back Sunset Saboteur. So there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. It's pretty good for me. Have to imagine I'm going to be in pretty good shape after that. No, I could have done this on their end step, might be. Oh, it doesn't trigger Void because it's a land. Yeah, I should have waited till their end step. Whoops, lesson learned. Still. That's pretty good. That card's really good with board wipes. I'll say that much. Okay, Halia, sure. 7, 11. Gonna keep him there. Not gonna do anything crazy. Boom! Got the win. Very satisfying. The board wipe was so clutch there. Huge. Huge, huge, huge. See you next round. Welcome to another round. On the play. Kind of sketchy. We're gonna keep. We have a removal spell. Another card that could be removal in a pinch. Honestly, a lot of removal spells. And we have 18 lands in the deck, so it's more likely we hit our third land. That's honestly really good. If you're going to miss some land drops, having a board wipe to help you catch up is good, especially against like Gene Pollinator type shenanigans. Beautiful. Step 1 accomplished. Let's just play this and try to trade it for Mech and Shieldmate. Caesarian Dirgecraft is really good after a Beyond the Quiet. Oh. Let's just hold up this. I don't want them to be putting counters on things. I can kill it in response. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. While I'm missing land drops, I'm happy to just sit tight. This card generally doesn't have enough support to be good. Yeah, that's one that I want to kill. I can't... I couldn't have killed it in response because I never got priority, but they do get this lander. I can use this. Just gain some life. The Beyond the Quiet's not looking crazy good here. I don't have double white yet. Yeah, that's gonna have to die. Let's just kill it now. Sure. Ugh. Yeah, I could tell they had that after they used the Ilvoy and it took so long. My gosh, that's annoying. I would love to draw planes here. Nice. I feel like they ended up way ahead. This thing being a 2-for-1 was really bad for me. Them getting to activate the bio guy was really annoying. Okay. Maybe I was supposed to play Grav Pack and Radiant Strike that turn because that's an artifact that I can kill with anything. We'll see how this works out. Okay, not looking good for me right now. I think I care a lot more about this than this. So I can play this. Jeez Louise. The mana is not cooperating here. Oh, this thing might work. Oh, yeah, that worked out pretty fine. Because they won't be able to crit up. And then I can exile this thing. And it won't even get a real ETB effect. It resets it. Nice. That was a good line. I'm glad I took the time to find that one. Self-craft mechan. Gosh darn it. Terra Symbiosis is annoying here. Gosh darn it. That's also irritating. Somehow they keep having like creatures in play to crew all their stuff. This game slipped away. Yeah, I messed that up slightly. Boom, boom, boom. Chunk block that guy. Six. Yeah, let's just get rid of the big guy. And I'm gaining a bunch of life here. Edge rover, sure. Boom! We got the win anyway. Oh my gosh. What a performance. Servandum clutched up. That was awesome. See you next round. Welcome to another round. That last game was super complicated. Let's hope we get a little bit more simple this time. A creature and then removal. Kind of a nice little combo. Though we might execute our own Servandum to our Faller's Faithful. We'll see. Again, it's blue-green. That's going to have to die. Another creature dies. So if we find another creature and then kill our own creature, work out. Artifact or tap creature. I made a video on an article I found about like the mental game of Magic. It's called Mind Over Magic. Super good article. I highly recommend. But one of the things is just like always have the mindset that you're going to win. It really makes a difference. Okay. Let's kill this guy. Okay, that's a perfect card to kill with our Faller's Faithful. I killed this because I wanted to use this removal spell because I wanted to save my exile for maybe one that has a death trigger or something. Though I guess that, and also this thing kind of can maybe ramp them or do something annoying. Sure. Do I want to sack this to gain some life? No, I want them to lose life. So you might think, oh, you use Faller's Faithful first here so that this guy gets a counter. But I get to hit the... Oh, no, this has reach. Never mind. I will do this first. Kind of wild that I got punished for that. Playing my land first. I was trying to represent more stuff, but like they're all tapped out, so it's really irrelevant. And now I miss out on the chance to save my creature from like a diplomatic relations move or something. Because it looks like they have diplomatic relations or something. Oh. Well, this feels pretty over. Play this land. Who's been exiled? Oh, leaves. Okay. Interesting. Yep. That was pretty good. So this would work with Endless Sands. If I did that on my guy, I think, right? Creature control dies, you put into exile. Exile target creature you control. Yeah, so this does work with that. That's pretty good to know. But yeah, pretty clean win there. We're playing well. We've got a great deck. I think we read the signals super well. Opening Servandum helped. Building around the board wipe helped. The board wipe was super clutch the first couple rounds. I feel very comfortable in this format. It's like, I know what I need to do to win. Sometimes people ask, like what's the difference between a good drafter and a great drafter? Like, a lot of it is, like, reps in a format. So, like, there's people that, like, week one of the format, everyone's on relatively even footing. And so if you're a much better drafter, you can have a huge advantage. But there's also the, okay, I know what I'm supposed to do in this format, and this is what you're doing. And there's also, like, that advantage as well. Like, okay, knowing the good things, knowing how to build them, reading the signals. Okay, cool, the Extinguisher Battleship's here. We kind of have the combo with Battleship and Dirgecraft. We'll keep this. Oh, that's even better. This card's going to be perfect. We can kill it off with Faller's Faithful and ramp up. Normally, I'm going to let them have 2 lander tokens. Because I'm going to be able to get my own card advantage with my Faller's Faithful. I don't want to take 8 damage and randomly lose. Red-white is one of those. If it was red-green, I would feel like much worse about giving the landers, but red-white doesn't use their land as effectively. Okay, I'm taking 4. This guy's a scary card for sure. So when they sack the lander, I'm going to kill the Dual Sun. That thing is terrifying. Must go. Then next turn I'll play Faller's Faithful, sack this guy, draw 2 cards, and crack my lander token, get up to towards the Extinguisher. Oh, gosh. I could have killed the Territorial Bruntar there. Hmm. We're just going to kill the Bruntar. That thing's going to get them a lot of card advantage anyway. Oh, man. A weird game. I normally wouldn't do that, but I think it was kind of necessary there. We've given them a few extra cards. They can have a 5/4 this time. Yeah, let's just pass the turn. We can go for a double block here. We're going to sack our lander so we can get up to more mana. Battleship will then clear the way. Sure. I think we've played this game pretty well. Perfect. A little bit of value. Killed their board off. Banishing Light. That's wild. That shocks me to see them go. I guess they have to because it hits them for 10 damage. It's not that hard to crew. I would have been able to hit them for 10 this turn. Never mind. That makes perfect sense. Sure. This guy gets to do his thing. They don't have any creatures. Boom. The life totals are even. I've got 2 kill spells in hand. Dirgecraft looking good. Okay, that's kind of scary. Are you joking me? Oh my gosh. We're gonna lose. How is that even possible? Oh my gosh, they couldn't discard a card to it. That's so funny, actually. Also, the fact that we could lose this game legitimately. Because I have a sorcerer speed removal spell. And they could just play a 3-powered creature here and win the game is insane. Okay. Oh my gosh. I don't think they should have crewed this up. I can see why they did it, but I don't think they should have done it. Not playing my lands is kind of wrecking me here. I could have played one more land. I don't know. That's not even that big of a deal. I can play this next turn. Okay, what do I want to get back? Let's get back... Graph Pack Monoist. Saboteur, because then they need a removal spell and they have to... Yeah. Maybe we're supposed to corrupt this one. I don't know. Boom! I can't believe how that game went. I think we drew 4 lands in a row at one point, but we were ahead enough that it didn't matter. The Hellkite was such a crazy draw. I was like, oh my gosh. Also, they could have Hellkite and instead of hitting me, they could have just equipped their guy up. Oh my gosh, this ward came in so clutch. If they'd held an extra land, I think I might have lost that game. Crazy. See you next round. Welcome to another round. We're keeping. Sunset Saboteur plus removal spells is a great little combo. Okay, because you can go Saboteur and then attack them, and then with the trigger on the stack, kill the thing that you target. The white-black mirror. Ooh, Servandum has to die. Let's go Saboteur first, though. Maybe I'll regret this. In fact, I already regret this. It's got menace, right? Okay, no blocks. Okay. So they're holding up mana as if they have like a depressurized to kill like a Sunstar Expansionist type thing. Nice. Similar vibes. Let's just make them spend their mana. If they want to kill spell, I can Endless Sands in response. Otherwise, we're good. I didn't have to wait for them to attack because it's an artifact, but might as well. So it's a little 2-for-1 here for us. I'm sure it's not the most helpful 2-for-1, but... Now we're nabbing real spells. Nice. So they had only... We got rid of a couple of good things. Sunstar Lightsmith. That's going to have to die. But not yet. We can play this guy first because it gives all our guys Death Touch. Actually, that was terrible. If they have a Virus Beetle now, I get so punished. My gosh. Like 1 extra damage. Don't punish me, please! Don't play the Virus Beetle! No! Don't do it! Oh. That's funny. Okay. Do this now, trigger that. I guess I could have played land there. Because then the next turn, if I top deck a land, it's still lethal. That's interesting. He's back. Guess who's back? Back again. Boom! Rampage. Oh, that was a satisfying win. Good work. Into Platinum 3. I'll see you next round. Welcome to another round. We're crushing it. We don't have double white yet, but we have plenty of time to find it. That card is so irritating. Oh my gosh. Okay, this can kill it. We'll save this maybe. Okay, Graph Pack Monoist, do your thing. We'll definitely trade it for a Hole Carver. Because we want our Dirgecraft to do as much work as possible. Gale Blade. Gale Blade! Okay, Dirgecraft is looking like trash right now. Sure. Our Beyond the Quiet's looking pretty good, though. Now that's wild to me that they didn't want to... Like, I would have assumed they would want this thing active next turn. Pretty good. Love that little guy. Easy trade for me. Until I find double white, I'm just going to play as if I don't have the board wipe. A little bit, at least. Try to apply some pressure to them. Board wipe into having Caesarean Dirgecraft and like Saboteur to crew it is also pretty solid, so. We can also do the thing where we like endless sands away our guy, but the turn before we board wipe. Okay, that makes the board wipe a little bit worse. I mean, it's still good. Don't get me wrong. Okay. Let's just chill out. When we draw planes, we can board wipe into Sunset Saboteur, which will be pretty good. Nice. I love Hole Carver with that as a synergy. So, like, they've gotten a bunch of value. This has gotten them so much value, but as soon as we draw planes, we're going to get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1, or 5 for 2, so should be in okay shape. Whoa, that's a pretty good card. They have to have some pretty good ones then if that's what they're ditching. Mechanizoa, sure. Sure. It's a little unfortunate, but such is life. My biggest hope is that they crew up the Creeping Tarpit, because that's what I want to kill anyway. Yep. Five, 7, 8, 9. So I go to 5. I still need to draw planes, but this way. I think I've lost. We did our best, but it was just too much. We can't even play Void Forge Titan. We need to draw like Dubious Delicacy or something. Yep. Yep. Okay, dokie. Let's just play it out, hope for the best. Okay, sure. Okay. Here we go. Putting in a lethal threat. Boom! We won! Oh my gosh, what a win! Yes! Oh man, that was so tight. At one life with a Void Forge Titan that could kill us at any moment. Yes! Oh, what a win. Good work, team. Oh, that was so satisfying. See you next round. Welcome to another round. The final round. We have a great hand. We're going to keep it. This is where you take a deep breath. You say, okay, I've been doing well. Things have been going my way. And then you just focus up for the game because every game's new and you don't want to blow it. Red, green. Okay, they've got some ramp coming out, but two things that die to the battleship. Start with a land, and I'm going to play Servandum because Servandum can block a Zookeeper mech and attack, and Beamsaw Prospector can't. Okay, so they're missing land drops because they used this, so they have 4 spells in hand. We are going to play our Felgraf ship. I like getting this down early because we have Servandum to get back already. Yeah, I think we will get back the Servandum. They're missing land drops, so we can start getting this thing up towards operational. Okay, that's a really good card. We have all the lands we need to get our battleship going, though. Okay, they are missing land drops still. So we're just accepting that we'll take some damage here. And then our Radiant Strike can take down the Ice Cave Crasher. Okay, that's a good attack for them. That hits it like a truck. Still 4 spells in hand. Another Ice Cave Crasher, sure. This Lifelinker is going to force them to overextend. We're going to kill the Ice Cave Crasher. Gain us even more life. We're up to 19 now. Trying not to get too greedy here. Sure. Orbital Plunge on Servandum, that's fine. Not on my Flyer, which is very interesting to see. Okay, so they have another kill spell for that, sure. So my life total's still okay. We're going to save this because this will take down the Ice Cave Crasher. So our opponent probably knows what we have here. Or at least they know that they shouldn't play anything else out into the board. Or they can't play anything else out into the board. But we can kill one of their lands. Might as well kill a red source. We'll play this slow and steady. Nice. Sure. So they had an extra land in hand. They just had nothing to do with it. We're going to warp this because we want to play it for the full version next turn to get rid of the robot they're going to have. We do want to hit them for 10 here. We can leave this guy, target this guy, so he'll be untapped. Okay, Extinguisher, you're almost there. I think they have all spells in hand. Boom! Got the win. Undefeated. Perfect run. Let's go. We played some hard-fought matches. We had that one where we won at 1 life. Endless Sands did some serious work. Our double board wiper strat was really, really good. That's some awesome stuff. Let's go. I feel like this format has really clicked with me. I've been on a rampage and absolutely having a blast. This was the deck. I think we built it pretty well. Like, there's some solid cards in our sideboard, like Starfighter Pilot, Rayblade Trooper, another Radiant Strike, the Wedgelight Rammer. These cards are all like ones that you can play sometimes, but I think our deck construction worked really well. The 18 lands was great. Endless Sands, hopefully you don't underrate this card yourself. It was super good. I don't think we drew Focus Fire a single time, but we got all the other cards going. The Felgrav Ship, Virus Beetle, Sunset Saboteur doing some awesome stuff. And this deck was really, really special. If you made it to the end of the video, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag perfect sweeper to let me know you made it to the end, because we started with a board sweeper, got a second one, and we had a perfect record. So hashtag perfect sweeper to let me know you made it all the way to the end of the video. That's going to do it for this one, though. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.